He's botany!
Okay, he's after me. You missed.
No.
You missed.
Stop it! God damn it! Get over here.
Ma'am, do you
Ah.
do you notice the symbol right next to my name?
Oh, jackass! You're running no better. Come here. Kill me then.
Go! Don't be scared.
And then yeah.
That's close to order.
Gotcha.
That's close to order. That's close to scatter.
These are about to get dicey. Busted. To ashes.
Cloud time. The birds call. That's close enough. Flicker. The process of elimination.
Spreads your wings and raises. Here comes the catch.
Following order. As one with wind and cloud.
New punch. Power that ended Python.
Following order.
Alright, gonna start with.
Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, we have a nice Sunday here. We're playing more Genshin Impact here. There have been a lot of changes here.
Hello there.
You guys don't see it all. I have my cat on my lap. She just want to chill with me. She's a little bit of stinker, but like stinky booty kind of thing. But you're stinky. That's stinky booty. But yeah, I've been grinding on cam and stuff. So like if I do this, as you can see, there are a bunch of chests I miss in Pele Island. I did these two already. This is Pele Island, and then of course this, the compassing. You guys also, I want to tell you guys, I do, was the update, we do have 2 new characters, quote-unquote characters. So this is my male character and my female character, Kyoko and Ryuhiko. The quote-unquote free characters with custom skins and stuff you get. Let's say I love the mask. She's like, I love the mask. I gave him the pipe. It's like, because he looked like he's from Fontaine. I certainly made him look like he's from Fontaine, so it's sticking. Okay. Yeah, we are. Rest. Who? Where? Like what?
No time to lose. Yeah. Get a little chilly. For more, please.
I see you over there, person who just popped in.
Let's begin.
No more lies.
You can run, you can't hide.
The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
Bring it on.
The guy. Okay. I hate saving.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
C6, let's see. Like, why? Like, why?
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
As you can see sick. She attacks me. Like,
Emotions are like a raging torrent that
Dirk's
surges
bad, but it's
through the
actually funny.
mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing
Dirk's
yourself
bad, but it's
to
kind of funny.
pieces.
Dirk's bad, but it's kind of funny. Hate it. You mean?
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course.
Okay.
Kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Alright. I guess it's sort of 50 levels. This cannot be Starling. Is it Starling? This is not Starling, is it? Let's see. It's not. Sucks in my clothes.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that
Like,
surges through the mind.
Right now.
More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Like, I am actually giggling right now. I am actually giggling.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Have a safe trip. One now. Not bad. Oh.
Observe.
Time to shine! It all adds up. No more lies. Seek within. Don't risk your neck for nothing.
More.
It all falls into place.
Stay clean. Face your gift.
It all falls into place.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Fear the
It
dark.
all adds up. Let my name echo in song!
Please, or more, please.
The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Have a safe trip. Be silent. Observe. Let's begin.
I saw this coming.
Big thanks. Do you have any?
All unclaimed articles should be turned in. So, neither of us saw anything here, right?
Focus. I just lost focus for a second there for giggling. Really lost a second there. Alright, I'm back. I had the main mission food. Perhaps another time. Perhaps another time I have to focus on making this on the track. Perhaps another time. Perhaps another time I must go back. Like, I hear more jokes and stuff, but I must go back to the main quest. Here, I am sorry.
Allow me to guide the...
Good, dead. Thus did I declare who was located in the flames accursed ring. My punch indeed not descended to that darkness. Rest in peace. May you rest in peace. Is it this thing that needs a puzzle?
Yep. No time to lose.
Yeah. 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 Accelerating. Yeah. 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 Preparing for dust up. You poor lost lamb.
Brace yourself.
hurt.
Fly the frost in the hall. Forest and forest. Take my broken crown.
Here we go. Here. Yes.
New material discovered. Records updated.
Okay, this doesn't. She's not. That actually fits Anaka. Yeah, magic. That actually fits Anaka better. Where'd you back? Okay.
Accelerating.
I think it's on.
Yeah.
I'd love to chat more and stuff, but the main question. You miss rap music.
Yeah.
Looks like we're in for a tough fight.
You're mine.
Defensive mode engaged.
Executed. Oh, they all respond. Jesus. Are you guys wondering why Anaka has pajamas? Is there a little bit of a rush? So, like, I need someone more powerful. I need more power. I attacked. So, here we go. Spear. This result. Places right there. Alright, and then there's the island over there. Should be a pathway or something that leads to the island.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice
Accelerating.
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Why can't I ride the Kubaki? Jesus Christ. It's like, let me ride the Kubaki. Kubaki line. Bears. Whales. Bird. Come on. It took me as well, This is just beautiful. Oh man, Jay. Gives me what? Riding with the waves. All this for a treasure chest. Spy hopping. Here I'm swimming. To the rock.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Alright, oh look, all the chests are over here I need to do. I gotta be careful on this island, there's a lot of enemies around, and they like to dance. So I'm gonna dance.
No time to lose. No time to lose.
This one's already. This is the other side of this place. No, no, it's not a puzzle. It's the wild hunt. Kill demons. Close your eyes.
Fear the dark.
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence. Leave this ago.
Couldn't let your guard down.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
It's a grave situation.
With one heart, we pray. You defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
No time to look.
Observe. Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent.
You're mad at.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey.
Oh, yeah,
Please,
that's
I insist.
the deceased remains. The middle shade is center matter discovered scratches of line. X carved around his face. They are the light keepers who shine the eternal light of hope to the endless snow-swept plains. On the side of the shade, there's a mark inside it. Wherever you are, by the time you read this, I may no longer be able to speak of the lamp. I am but a humble ratnik. When I'm gone, hope you help return this lamp to light keepers. Thank you, kind stranger. Oh, that's that island. So that's what the island does. Hold up. Oh yeah, this one. It's like, there's one I missed. I love doing the side quest stuff. There's like hidden lore and everything. Just don't know it. Free your heart from the dreams of the living.
The winds awaken. The leaves whirl round.
So these are all people that died trying to protect the mini nation of Nodcry, facing the Wild Hunt, which is like demons, ghouls, and people who died without resolving their stuff. Kind of things.
Insulation chamber. Forest, protect us.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
By the Frostmoon of old. Ultimatum protocol.
It's being shocked all the way over there. Feed the dead on some food so they don't die again.
Leave this cleanup sequence initiated.
Going down.
I'm
Okay, that was stupid.
impressed.
That was so stupid.
Insulation chamber deployed. With one heart, we pray. Preparing for dust up.
There he goes, dead. Like, that was dumb. Oh, robot bot. I'm checking out what my cat's doing right now. Chilling on my bed. Where's that lantern? There it is. The winds awaken. leaves whirl around.
The winds awaken, the leaves whirl round.
It's pretty much like a chant. I didn't show you the others because I did it all off cam. I was like, oh god, I forgot. I need to do this while they're still around. So glad my Twitch bot got rid of that robot. Let's see, that robot account was made yesterday. Yeah, that's an AI bot.
Night falls.
Cleanup sequence in.
Tidal wave.
Thus did I vow, our bones and blood we shall use as fuel, we shall make life greater than death.
The winds awaken, the leaves whirl round.
Oh, keep going. How did I miss that? It's sort of the chest to the right. That's it, on the ship. But I don't drown. I see it. It's furniture chests. Unguarded. This has to be a shack. No?
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
These are trapped. Weird. Alright, and then there's a omelet. Get all this stuff out of the way. I went the 100% hit.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Yeah, you're cheering on me. What's this? So unless there's data card. It spawned. It went into the floor. Let's go.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
That's just do right here. Kill the robots.
To dust.
By the frost moon of old. Forest, defensive road engaged.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Down. Two down.
Annihilation mode.
Leave this.
Close your eyes.
Who's next?
Underneath. Yep. And it's just he just happens. All these artifacts. I have to take. Okay, that's done. Let's see how's the other islands. Hell yeah. Got it all done. Oh yeah, since I have llama, look at that little feet. Rodents are not scared of me. What's up, Phantom? Not quite supposed to see. The little scattery feet of the puffins are right by your feet. Look at them scuttering. Some fish tank has been saved for me, so the old folks have to make it. Not the taste can get. I wish I could have was it fish steak or something like that? Okay. It's Fontaine. Spread. Sort this way. Which is a filter that tells you which one's from like which region. It would help so much. Here's right meat, luxury madame. Midsummer tare. Sabin, Filipino cake, tacos. Fried dog, garlic baguettes. Where's the cheese balls? Nonsense cake, crispy roast. Is it crispy roast? Smoked fish steak. The bird's approaching closer. Wait, do I even have it? Smoked fish steak. Do I even have the recipe? Goulash, chicken, smoked fish steak. Right here. I don't have fish. It's like, I do not have fish. That could be fixed. So many fish to turn into meat. These guys. There we go. Where is it? Fish steak meat. And it's healing? What is it? For the ghost. There you go. Smoked fish steak. Oh, it's Flynn's favorite meal too, apparently. How's that? That's the stuff. That's the flavor. I started learning to cook. The bird's on your face now. I was a teenager. There it goes. The smoked fish steak my granny would make. It tasted like. Just a little feet patterning for distance. Only the other folks to make it in this flavor. How nostalgic. Granny could call out to be telling me to eat. Jacob! Granny made fish. Eat it while it's fresh. It's been a long time since I saw her. Maybe go visit next month while I'm on leave. Next month. How long has it been? Dude, I think your granny's already dead. It's like, I think your granny's already dead, sir. Since you're also a ghost. It's coming. Stop stirring your feet towards me. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, yeah. And this is specific character. See, like, you see the ghost right there that I can't interact. If I change to a character, it disappears. If I change to Flynn's, it spawns in. Since Flynn, he is a species called Fae. They are like almost like fairies. Oh yeah, the chair thing with the ghosts. This is so funny. He gets mad if you sit in his chair. It's Bugsby's chair. He's dancing. Who are you? This is my seat. Everyone in the tavern knows it. Just report in on the island or something? You could just turn up and take someone else's spot. Also, where the devil is my beer? Hurry it up. Would you have to go out on a patrol soon? This was the tavern pass. You must have it, but first come and drink and sing with us. Once we're friends, sit anywhere you please. You know the tune, right? Oh, come on, next. We'll sing online. You'll sing the next. Sound of dancing drift from my neighbors. It set my feet a tapping. Oh, we're all smiling to fit on playing. And we're all dancing to and fro. Come crowd around, let's dance away. That's right. That's the way. You're quick on the uptake. The name's Bill. That makes us acquainted. Cheers all yours. The Jones Federal, after all. You're Ratnik too, eh? Don't worry. This dream's on me. Maybe we'll see each other again during our training. Well, I'm heading out and try to see you. That's his chair. This is his grave. The rich. Melody and British neighbors. That's the one that died. There. The first time I did that quest, I did offhand. When you sit on the chair, it's like something's poking your behind, you should get up. And the ghost spawns sitting in that chair. It's like, you're sitting on a ghost. Do you not know that? You're sitting on a slab. Bruh. Here she goes. They all disappeared if you include other characters. If it's not, you know, you. It all just spawn. Other way. Used to be things over the Anybody who have this game, there are drops right now. I just accept my drops right now. I should keep my character out. My little NPC character is not really play right now. He's a baby. Thus did I proceed. Waves crashing on the shore. Night sky devoured by deadly silence.
The winds awaken. The leaves whirl round.
Sorry, Paimon. Sorry, Paimon. I'm gonna put the character out. That's my character I made. With this new update, you can put your mannequin OC.
As you wish.
He's a sword user. I thought he's a sword user. I want to put him any. I thought he would be any weapon. Sword. Going to about to expand it more. There's an island more northly here that has something on it, but we can't enter that area yet. It's just covered in mystery. See that island over there? The one that looks like it has a tower. Covered in unknown. And stuff. Really fancy. Flins. Should meet you again with some stories. To make it release this is of those who join like keepers fire. Each of us will carry our own lantern, only abandoning our charge to take care of it when we have no other choice. Each master's lantern, therefore, is a marker of misfortune. How should you have those? But I knew that such would be inevitable fate from the moment they made their oaths. There was anything else we could do for them? We would be remembering the oaths they made. To bear and defend, lanterns of light with eternal hope. That was their dearest wish. There's the statue. We should go to the one at National Town. So all this stuff, like the billboards in each nation, gives you a hint about the characters that are going to be playable. Oh, there's a cat on me! Spawned on me! Kitty. That's a kitty from this. Why come over to me? Kitty.
Oh, it's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to? If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
The wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there, right away! Come on, let's go!
The nation that doesn't exist. Sigils.
epic.
They had so many more things you could have done. Could have made mannequins into, like, you know, what is it? Like, have, like, what type of items they can be able to touch the sword. Make them healers, like, you can have, like, a different version of Bennett that's not Bennett. So Bennett's been
Off we go.
my main healer. It's look at that.
Adventure time.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Ah, everyone's here already.
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rerir did this. Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Notcry, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh!
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows, unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Reikir of Solnari before all this. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting... Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us. And we still... Oh, Paimon's head hurt.
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rerir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But... And if we do run into Rear, what then?
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say...
I don't...
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Glad I finished all exploration on islands.
Adventure time.
Into deer.
Yeah.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either.
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kuthar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick!
Lady Kuthar. Cutscene.
Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
Focus, Jehoda.
This is insane.
Yehoda, get Kuthar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
You got the power inside you. That's just a cool cutscene right there. I was like, am I gonna fight him? I don't think I'm prepped yet.
That was too close.
Oh, we barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's one of the 5 sinners.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about? We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the Traveler escape his grasp. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you, and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But, right now, devising a counter-strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter-strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world. No, I can't say that.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have?
Well, I mean...
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
So maybe we need to borrow the eternal moon power.
The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the frost moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
Then what are we waiting for?
Right, come on.
With one heart, we pray.
Lash it to... Ow!
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initial.
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Fine. Let's go faster.
In on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kitar's house to escape! This goes on much longer.
Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night. Observe.
For the everlasting past,
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Be silent. To dust. Observe. To dust. The long sleep beckons.
with one heart, we pray.
Preparing for dust up.
Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe.
Annihilation mode.
The night comes.
For the everlasting past.
Be silent. To dust.
Preparing for dust up.
Rear's coming here.
Defensive mode engaged.
Here he comes. Arca?
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Grandmaster Fire.
Wow! Where are we? well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nodcry, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network. AKA, the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nodcry, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now, but I believe this is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nodcry? Why has the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners.
Yep.
That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodcryan Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfartnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. But is it even possible that he were... The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari? Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rerir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, as you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his Wild Hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nodcry for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nodcry has a clue. And
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
She heard me.
That's your own fault.
Boss! What are you doing here?
Your own...
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Details. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh? Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you we can't?
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. If you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder. If there's any way we can...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yehoda, I will help. Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to I'm in for this part, no matter what.
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake Crypt once they're ready. We'll deploy the decoys across Nogcry, so as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and...
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then. Well, once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others.
So, guessing we're going to Nether. So we're doing first. The loading icon is bead, Paimon, and Utar. Just like, yay, yay, yay. Eh? They're not attacking.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh! You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Zandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Zandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
You don't want to spoil her mood. Very cartoony, evil bass music.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Oh.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nodcry?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... what is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Sidere.
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
What do you think? She's from...
Is that a no, then?
She's a descendant family of Onrians.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia!
Polonia was also holding the teacup in his hand.
Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Guess that's
that might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Huh? What do you mean?
Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Huh, you'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
Just ignoring the giant broken crushed hands right there. I think this is also for the Marionette. It is for a repayment of saving Fontaine, because that's where she's from. As well. But she did
Stay and watch
silence
if
a
you
spy
want,
by ripping out
but
his
it'll
tongue.
be at your own risk. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the 2nd floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Oh my. Oh, I'm using it too. Oh, he's all dead relevance. Deads. I think instead of they're attacking, they're just there. Another machine.
Good work, Bosco 1. Bosco 2, prepare to fire!
Why does it look like the other game that when I played, like similar mechanics where you use a drone to fight the zombies? Quarantine that would find a check. Crazy if this wasn't grown into be one of the playable characters.
That's it! Keep them pinned down! Don't let them get near!
And now we're using sniper robots. We don't even have headshots.
Rotate out! Deploy all backup units! Get in there and hold the line!
The guns.
They're more spacious than I thought. Whatever. This is where the real fun begins.
Yeah, more guards of Polonia or something. In Polonia. Be helpful. Yeah, also these dead Vikings.
Don't worry. Once this is over, I'll put you all back together again. I promise.
Chance damage.
Finally, the Ranger himself. Time to...
I see him.
Huh? Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
It's a dinosaur. Literally. These guys are freaking games. I got it.
Polonia, get him! I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it. Moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Literally giving General Grievous vibes here. Oh. Now we're playing as Sniffer.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past?
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so... Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set.
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. That shady merchant who sold you an
Come on, boss.
Sorry.
You're pulling my
Yes, that works.
Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
What's happening? I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is.
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have.
If you want to make it big in Nodcry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. It was back when I first arrived in Nodcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day.
I like how the music in the background is freaking performance music.
I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not generous.
But you don't allow me in your house.
So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble?
You guessed correctly.
The one type of gear I've never been short on. At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nodcry in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here.
Then let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
Now, you guys don't know, that shard that we have, it's a shard of his heart that's been purified.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Oh yeah, this is the only time you can see Rear in human form. See? Look at that. Doesn't look like any of the sorts.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack.
They didn't sign their name. But they...
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindus was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindus. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy.
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits. Did Rerir rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality. The burial place.
Rerir, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
You can see Dane slipping on.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah.
Kesha, thanks
If you
for
told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedaflin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother? Or why did he react so strongly?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Well, being damned by the gods to be immortal, well, dying and constantly and feeling the pain of having like your arms and your head separated but cannot die, it just reattaches and grows and makes someone go crazy. Over 500 years, it takes a toll. Just saying.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifilnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not?
So, you do remember?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminate a man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Felindis? It's nothing. You were right. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together.
See? You just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Felindis.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which...
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll...
Even busier than the big shots, huh?
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things.
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were... Let's dig a little deeper.
Careful, the memory might leak out and stuff, you know?
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rehir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. Take care, Rehir of Solnari.
Thanks, Thorkel. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, could that be why Vedalfnir held back? I have to get a clear answer from him.
Rerir seems to be very concerned. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second.
Smoke. Nice.
So, he's late after all. Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers? Oh, sure. Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Arlecchino's descendant.
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Rehir of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this.
Wait, hear me out. This time we fought. His name is Rehir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you—
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he was— Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer.
Fisher got email notified.
So that was your doing? Did you just...
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see—
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time and... Luckily, we managed...
So far, so good. especially the group with the Traveler.
If you're worried about them, those...
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details.
Third group. Oh, it's me. They're at the base already. Barca and the others are already done. Just waiting.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them gods... Oh, that's never gonna work. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rip... Oh, guess... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew, that was a close call.
Yeah, we stopped moving the damn camera, Paimon. You got us murdered. Because there's an edge of a fucking cliff there.
Watch out! He's coming this way!
Why are you making me move this way, you stupid Paimon? Don't do that.
Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
Shut the fuck up. It's in front of huddle, but you're like shouting it out.
Oh, there's no end to these things.
You won't shut up. Then we won't be here.
Fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
That's not the fire you know. Fire. She's here.
Zandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
The aura.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Just a drone. Alakito thing. That look.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
Face. hearing the Anetha screaming, "Help me!" like on a fucking giant crane.
No time to lose.
I was shocked when that happened. I hear Anetha. I looked up. She's on the fucking crane. Oh, this place. I've been here. Food everywhere.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
So you have 3
Those eyes.
onions.
Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the 4th of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over, but she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the 4th of the Fatui Harbingers, after all.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of 2 different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, Long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis. What's the matter?
He cut out that name.
Verfnir, Rheindatter, Tholindis.
Close fear, that's
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me, though.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance we're...
It's possible. But it would take a miracle. That merchant who Nefer knows.
All right, then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the Wild Hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's. I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flint's, Ino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
We're gonna have our characters again. That's probably curious. Just smart.
We're back. Did we get here a little early?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, everything going smoothly?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you...
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nodcry in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodcry are rallying to fight back against the Wild... I know. I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. Anefa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I?
Database updated.
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it?
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
A drunk man. a keynote icon. I just can't. Didn't know that during the year 2.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you've got planned? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Callum...
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh? Are you serious? As in, you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Conria?
You just knew
Your
this?
surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the Jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations, over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug of war. Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Carians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Which was one of the three moon sisters. Does that mean that the Carians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the abyss. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and Anyway, time is against us here. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain...
That's right. For now, the iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Deal.
Get what started?
When I first became a harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Harry, also known as Leobranto Inamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details.
I do read those books.
In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Beyond the bounds of this world?
The Crimson Moon Sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds." The book leaves much unsaid.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would—
There's no fireplace here! Do you see a chimney anywhere?
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moon. Thank you.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
This is where the chest was too. Glad I got that all done. Let's go. Go on, go. Well, I'm here soon.
One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it!
Better.
I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition.
Voices. Distractions. Well, she is a descendant of royal blood of an ancient kingdom, so of course. She's actually the princess.
I sense your presence, and bring death and rebirth.
This?
Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world, transcending fate itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place!
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Let's keep moving.
Careful! There's something spooky about this place! Paimon's right behind you!
Better stay behind me. Not be a chatterbox and try and eat the shadow demons.
By
in
the way,
space.
Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Some creatures. No, not this one. Those are former convicts.
No time to lose. You pull. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
There's your shattered remains.
By the Frostmoon of old. Forest?
Cleanup sequence in the... You're mine. Bring it on.
This is not like the Mizuki level. God.
I could get used to this.
Her with her skills. Easy. Give me the chest.
Riptide. Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
Everybody stand back!
With one heart and pray, leave this place.
Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water! Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort.
I almost saw it there for a second.
Looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we could activate it, we might find some clues.
It's pretty see it all right.
Hey, look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlock?
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Felindis? Is that Rare's girlfriend? Oh yeah! So,
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space.
She the original people era.
Installation.
No time to lose.
oh, looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Leave this.
Preparing for dust up.
Let's light it up! Off we go!
Get the other one. Alright.
I see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking. If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
Off we go!
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Revier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow.
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Then there's no time to lose!
Yeah. They had a theory about what the powers of the hands were. One is Dendro, one is Cryo, and this one is Pyro. Probably Pyro? Where's the Dendro? The Dendro man.
These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow.
Don't worry, I have a yokai sword.
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
It's not ragdolled it.
You poor lost lamb. By the frost moon.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Forest, protect.
No time to lose.
Annihilation mode. Defensive mode engaged.
For the everlasting forest. You poor lost.
We're so close!
Bring it on.
Forest, insulation chamber.
Going in!
Riptide.
With one heart, we pray. Leap.
Preparing for dust up.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Who's next?
We finally did it!
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame. If we can purify the abyssal power within,
Try.
it's so cold.
Thoughts.
Is it you? Are you here?
Huh? Are you talking to us?
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces. But tell me, what was it that brought you to us? You look so puzzled. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moons. All right, time to leave this place.
Let's go.
That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
I like how she's like skipping.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise. What are you waiting for? Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry.
I can purify Abyss.
No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
Oh, we're so sorry.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina, are you okay?
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned. At least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight. If you... It's okay. I can take it.
Together.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Not Cry. The Rahier of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Revier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Revier, give it some thought. All right, that's it from me.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
As long as you don't say anyways. I swear to God, if you say that right now, I swear to God. I do love like seeing it. playable character.
No time to
that's
lose.
not out in the world. I'm just like, they're just not here. Playable.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Huh, hey look! They made Flint's! Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
You seem rather cheerful.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Here to see Mark.
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the Wild Hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
It's Little Derry.
A gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
It's nice to meet you. Again, we've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon can...
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys...
she's been catching up with old friends.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me?
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well...
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
I think we're probably gonna stop after this cutscene. Hey, Dane.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague, though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague, too?
He's here for us.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy,
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back from the curatorium.
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that—
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
Alright guys, probably gonna end our stream here, or we're gonna start the next chapter here on the main quest. Just gonna get all this stuff. Oh, wait, his birthday? He does. But yeah, we're gonna end our stream here. Thanks for stopping by, guys. This is gonna be the last week of October, so it's gonna be crazy. We're already reaching November, near the end of the year, 2025. I will put the schedule out for this upcoming week. We still have games like A Little to Left DLC games to go through. We have more Genshin with this. We have Honkai Star Rails. They're having previews of the next character, but she's not playable yet because they didn't update yet. And then Xenozone Zero is just a lot of building up there. So we might pull up a schedule. I do have a collab that might happen up next Sunday, so it won't be a Hoyo day this time. But it's gonna be like an early stream though. But yeah, I'll put the schedule up after my stream ends, hopefully by tomorrow morning or something around that time. You guys have a nice night. Bye. See you next time, son. Good night.